Today we've got the top 10 left winger hidden gem Wonderkids in Football Manager 2022 final edition. We're going to look at how much they cost at the start of the game, what they look like in 10 years time. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. We'll start off straight away with Jeremy Doku. Now, some of these guys you might have heard of and some of you might not have heard of, right? The first two are going to cost you a pretty penny at the start of the game, but the rest will be about less than 10 million quid, right? Doku here in 2031 is 29 years old. At the start of the game, he'll cost you a pretty penny, like about 46 million quid, according to my scout over here, right? In 2031, he's played 398 games, scored 111 goals, right? That's pretty good. He's classed as an elite winger, and you can see here in his stats that he's basically living up to that elite winger promise, right? Dribbling 16, first touch 16, technique, penalty taking, as well as flair, composure, bravery, acceleration, agility, and pace, all in the greens. Make him someone not to be sniffed at, right? He's playing at Bayern Munich here. Again, looking at his history, you can see he's played for Man United and Rennes, as well as obviously Anderlecht. Average rating over the years of 7.17. A detailed look into his scout report then, which we will do with each player, tells us that he's got a fairly ambitious nature, enjoys big matches, which is a very good thing. His technical ability is a hallmark of the player's approach to the game, and he has plenty of international experience. It does look like Jeremy Doku turns into a very, very good player. After Doku, we've got Pino, right? Jeremy Pino, again, about 50 million at the start of the game. They do get cheaper, but this guy, look how good he gets, right? 29 years old here in 2031. 354 appearances with 118 goals. You can see in his stats, he's agile, he's got great balance, technique, vision, dribbling, right? You can play anywhere up front, basically, on the wings or up front. Looking into his history, you can see that he's played for Villarreal his entire career, almost, with a 7.44 average rating, which is very good indeed. Again, a detailed look into his scout report tells us that he enjoys big matches, he handles himself in a professional manager, he's a fairly consistent performer, which is great. What isn't great is he's fairly susceptible to injuries, right? That is not a good thing. There's no sugarcoating about that at all, right? But he's got good balance, he's natural in a couple of positions, he's been in a rich vein of form of late. I mean, that could come and go, obviously. And his agility allows him to get to out of type situations on the pitch. Next, we got Teles Marino, right? Not to be confused with the fruit, a mango, which I have done once before. 291 club appearances here with 60 goals. Again, he can play anywhere across the front three, really. My scout tells me he's best at the attacking midfield left position, which is why all these players are on this list, right? I don't want to overlap them too many times on the other videos, etc. He's fast, he's agile, he's got pace, he can dribble on this save. And again, don't forget, some of your players may turn out on different saves. Yeah, very, very boring, very, very boring. But players can be good or worse in different saves. History-wise, he plays for Tottenham here. He has played for Bayern Munich. New York City is where you'll find him at the start of the game. Again, you'll pick him up for around 10 million, according to my scouts back in the day. Average rating 7.32, and a look into his scout report tells us that he enjoys big matches, is a fairly consistent performer. And listen, you don't really need to look much further than that. Those are two really, really good hidden attributes to have. He's a spirited individual, he's got good balance, plenty of international experience here, and his technical ability on the ball makes him a skillful player. Armuchiaro van Axel Dongen next, right? I love this guy's name. He has had 234 club appearances with 65 goals. The only green attributes he's got is acceleration and pace, right? But he is an elite winger, and you can see 15 decisions, for example, is huge, right? For me, if you've got a winger playing on that left wing, for example, what's he going to do? He's either going to dribble, shoot, or cross, or pass the ball, right? And he needs to decide, crucially, which one to do. And that's why decisions are so important. Looking into his history, you can see Tottenham again, same as Teles Marino. Was it Teles Marino plays for Tottenham? Bayern Munich, as well as Ajax. 7.33 average rating, and a detailed look into his scout report tells us that he's displayed a fairly determined attitude, is adept at using both feet, which is very, very good, is a consistent performer, possesses great pace, and is a natural in a couple of positions. At the start of the game, he's going to cost you about 9 million. Kavcha Chela has popped up a few times. I still can't pronounce his name, and I do apologise, but he's a Georgian chap. Prefers to play on the left wing here in this save. 461 club appearances over 6 clubs with 104 goals, right? That is good. Look at his agility here, 20. That is Lionel Messi levels, make no bones about it. Acceleration, 18. Natural fitness and pace, both 15. Flair, 18. Composure, 17. He's very, very good. The only thing he kind of really lacks, which you would want, is the finishing. Looking into his history, we can see average rating 7.5 over the years. Very, very good. Reports-wise, in terms of scout reports, a consistent performer, relishes big matches, adaptable when it comes to living in another country. But look at these cons. Lacks determination, which could hinder him in certain situations. That's one to look out for. But all in all, an amazing player who will cost you about 7 million at the start of the game. Yusuf Baraz next. Now, he'll cost about 5 million at the start of the game, right? You can see here over his 3 clubs, he's had 348 appearances with 124 goals. Again, not absolutely popping with the greens. He's got penalty taken, he's got off the ball, he's got composure and agility, which are the ones you want, right? He's got pace, he's got acceleration, he's got first touch, finishing, dribbling, and he's got everything you want, really. He's just not absolutely popping, really, is he? In terms of history, 7.08 on the average ratings. And in terms of his scout report, oh dear, we haven't got a scout report for him. That's naughty. Next, we've got Charcon, right? £275,000 Arsenal picked him up here for in 2021-22. In 2021-22, he's got dribbling of 16, again agility of 20. It blows my mind, this agility of 20 business. Acceleration 16 and balance of 16. Across his 2 clubs, he's had 229 appearances with 50 goals. That is kind of reflected in his finishing here. He's only got 10. Bravery 10, maybe that's got something to do with it. But listen, he's not bad, is he? With that balance, agility, acceleration, and a little bit of, I was going to say pace, but it's actually stamina. History-wise, 7.13 on his average ratings, pretty much just at Arsenal. I mean, he had an 8.35 season here at Deportivo Táchira, which is good. And my scout tells me English is his second nationality, which may help. He handles himself in a fairly professional manner, is a very consistent performer. That is a big dark green, which is always good. He doesn't have the greatest of jumping reach, but he's agile, consistent, and he's a natural in a couple of positions. Zangalo Dahl next. You could probably pick him up for around about £1 million at the start of the game, and look how good he could get in your saves. Over the 261 appearances he's made here, he's scored 81 goals, 18 dribbling, finishing 15, first touch 17. He's got pace, acceleration, flair. He's not bad at decisions, 13. In terms of history, again, he's playing at Arsenal. He was playing at AZ Alkmaar. 7.16 on the average ratings. In terms of the detailed scouting report, again, a very dark green, consistent performer here. Has a normal personality, which is balanced, which is good. And his ability to dribble makes him difficult for his opponents to come up against. Callum Cavanagh, fast becoming a hero of the game. Around about £2 million you'll probably pick him up for at the start of the game. You can use either feat in this save. In his 276 games, he has scored 81 goals. Dribbling, finishing, composure, off the ball, technique, acceleration, agility, and pace are this guy's fortes. You can see he's got 6.88 in terms of average rating over the years for his club, which isn't as good as the other guys. There's no dancing around that fact, but he has got a really good consistent performer hidden attribute. He can use both feet. He's got a balanced and normal personality. He does not enjoy big matches though, which is not a good sign. David Melo, or David Mayer, however you'd like to pronounce it, kind of like John Mayer, the guitarist. He'll cost you less than £1 million at the start of the game. And look at this: acceleration, agility, natural fitness, pace, and crossing, all in the green here. In his 312 appearances, he scored 15 goals. History-wise, that is an average rating of 7.08, playing for Deportivo La Coruña, Sevilla, Real Madrid, and the Real Madrid B team. The scout report tells me that he handles himself in a fairly professional manner, could adapt well to playing in another country. He possesses great pace, and his agility allows him to get out of tight situations on the pitch. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Here is the complete shortlist. These are all available to the patrons if you'd like to download them straight into your life. Link in the video description. Don't forget to hit like. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Watch this video here for the other one in the series, because it's a blinding series. And see you next time. Peace.